Okay, my friends. Are you ready? Are you really ready? Well, we shall see. Okay, now. Alright, here we go. Now. Okay. Let's get it first. You are watching Political Point Magazine. Where the right is right and the left, well, the left is always on the wrong side of history. Why? Because political minds want to know. So enjoy a conservative point of view. And let's talk pea soup. With tonight's top stories. Oh my goodness, man. It appears that Hillary Clinton is in denial. Remember, this is the HillaryGate Part 17 now. Hillary is in denial and on the defensive on her email server and everything. She has even tried joking about the situation, but the situation is more serious than we think. Okay, it's no joking matter. And also, Iran makes separate deal arrangements with the IAEA. Yeah. Oh, did you hear about this? And Trump continues to take the lead in the GOP polls. Is Trump striking a nerve with some people? And Scott Walker comes out with his new and better healthcare plan, the alternative to Obamacare. And the stock market tanks 1,000 points. Not a very good day or week for the stock market. And not a good day, not a good week for the economy. But we will take it to the phones and talk to you, the viewers, on all of this and more. On tonight, the 24th of August, I am your political host, William Mitro. Alright, now, welcome my friends, welcome to another episode of Political Point Magazine. And now, we see now that things are kind of shaping out in the way things are going. Alright, because we now have Hillary on the edge. Okay, on the edge. Her campaign is on the brink of self-destruction because this, as you know, is a self-inflicted wound on the Hillary Clinton campaign. Alright. Now, it's not the media's fault. It's not the Republicans' fault. And it's certainly not the vast right-wing conspiracy. Okay? Now, Hillary Clinton is being investigated by the FBI and Obama's Justice Department. Okay. Now, so when you have those two elements involved, all right, you can't blame it on anything else. All right? So as we go on here, okay, we see that Hillary Clinton is damaged beyond repair. Damaged beyond repair. okay, she is damaged goods, okay? And as Hillary now goes into damage control mode, she is stepping in it very deeply, okay? She is stepping in the political manure, I will call it, because I will not swear on the air, okay? She is stepping in the political manure, okay? She just doesn't get it, all right? She is fouling up, okay? And, you know, and this whole thing evolves from her server, okay? Her server, you remember, okay? You remember, okay? Now let's take a look at all of the evolutions from Hillary here. Okay, yeah, just like this. Okay.
I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email. There is no classified material, so I'm certainly well aware of the classification requirements and did not send classified material. I am confident that I never sent nor received any information that was classified at the time it was sent and received. And what I think you're seeing here is a very typical kind of discussion, to some extent disagreement among various parts of the government over what should or should not be publicly released. In retrospect, what was supposed to be convenient has turned out to be anything but convenient.
Yeah, in retrospect, yeah, sure. So there is I mean, you see, Hillary is just such in a tangle here. Okay, and let me show you some of these. There is a little bit of mix up about the server. Okay, now there was claims that there was claims that the server was at an IT tech company in Denver. All right, but that wasn't the case as recently as but then it was moved to somewhere in New Jersey. All right, and so, but as far as Hillary's chances now, okay, there are polls showing that Hillary is in danger. Okay, Hillary is dropping in the polls, and if you take a look at some of the polls here, all right, that Hillary tends, okay, like, okay, and now there's talk of desperation here, okay, desperation amongst the Democrats. Okay, the Democrats are in desperation. Okay, yeah, and now the Democrats, there's talk of Joe Biden getting into the race. Okay, now the Democrats are in a desperation. Now if you see like some of these polls here, all right, like now, like in some
and you can see
in some swing states here, okay, like now if Biden versus Hillary here, okay, now you see that Biden wins Florida, okay, well, Biden. If Biden was in the race and Donald Trump was predicting that he would get the nomination and that he would go against Biden, all right. But you know, as I mentioned last week, you know, the Democratic Party is in desperation here, okay, because their front runner is crippled, and if you can see from the polls here, okay, now. Is Biden actually a threat? Okay, does Biden actually pose a threat? Okay, now, okay, some of the polls, like Biden, like some of the polls here, all right, like if it was Clinton, let's get that. If it was Clinton versus Trump, okay, if it was Clinton, okay, if it was Clinton now versus Trump, and I'm going to show you this one, all right, but if it was Clinton,
His decision, George.
okay, if it was Clinton versus Trump, then let's see, Trump wins Florida, okay, and you can't win the presidency without Florida, okay, and so but Trump loses Ohio and PA, all right, but that's all gobbledygook there, but now with some of these polls coming out though, okay, we have everything that you know, and you know, even Bernie Sanders is overtaking, you know, Hillary on in certain key states like in New Hampshire, okay, like you know, Sanders leads Hillary 44% to 37% amongst likely primary voters, according to a Franklin Pierce University Boston poll. Okay, but in New Hampshire. Okay, but and all of this, you know, but the Democrats are desperate. Okay, as I mentioned last week, they started naming out names. Okay, they started naming out names like Joe Biden, Al Gore, and John Kerry. You know, and you know, it's a sign of desperation for the Democratic Party because they don't have too many to choose from right now. You know, and they're and a lot of the left wingers and radical socialist liberal Democrats are waiting for even Elizabeth Warren to jump into the fray. Yeah, this is just ridiculous. Okay, it's just ridiculous. Okay, now how can we trust this? Okay, now, but there's talk of Joe Biden jumping into the race. Okay, and now, which I don't think he's gonna run. Okay, he's already come out and said that he's not running. Okay, but and because he lost his son. Okay, and he's going through a very, very tough time. Okay, now, but now let's just you know, examine things here. All right, but the times for desperation here, okay, are you know, they're you know, is Biden really a threat? Are you kidding me? I mean, does Biden really pose a threat to Clinton? Okay, now, and so we wanna really examine this here because now, and I want to show you what the White House had to say about there's been like talk in the media, okay, now with Hillary Clinton damaged, okay, and Joe Biden, with Hillary Clinton damaged and Joe Biden seems to be like a better natural healthy alternative to Hillary, but George Stephanopoulos even asked Joe Biden this once, okay, and just take a look at this, okay.
Secretary Clinton is lining up staff and support, including many members of President Obama's team. Our latest poll shows she's the overwhelming choice of Democrats. Is there any chance you're going to challenge her?
Yes, there's a chance.
Yes, there's a chance. Oh, really? Okay. Now here's what the White House press secretary had to say about all this.
The president has indicated his view that the decision that he made, I guess 7 years ago now, to add Joe Biden to the ticket as his running mate was the smartest decision that he had ever made in politics. You could make the case that there is probably no one in American politics today who has a better understanding of exactly what is required to mount a successful national presidential campaign.
What? Excuse me? Now, if I recall, though, back in 2008, when Biden was running for president against Barack Obama, same thing happened. That Barack Obama kicked Biden's butt, and he also kicked Hillary's butt. But and just in that, okay. Now, the Washington Post. Now, even the Washington Post even had a little thing out. Okay, the Washington Post even had something that states, major Democratic fundraisers have been invited to meet with Vice President Joe Biden at his residence at the U.S. Naval Conservatory after Labor Day. Okay. Wait a minute. I didn't get all of that. Okay, wait. But no, I wanna get back into that. Wait. Okay, wait. But anyhow, no, it's not. But anyhow, the Democrats are really desperate because of Hillary's little scandals, and Hillary is just politically damaged goods. All right, she's not going to cut it. She's a majority of American voters even find her not trustworthy. All right, not trustworthy. Okay, but as this comes up, like I said before, the Washington Post says major Democratic fundraisers have been invited to meet with Vice President Joe Biden at his residence at the U.S. Naval Conservatory for the day, part of a series of conversations he is having with senior party players as he contemplates jumping into the 2016 race. Yeah, right. Like that's happening. No, it's not happening. Okay. Now, all of this talk about Joe Biden jumping into the presidential field, presidential race, it's all, if I may use his word, malarkey. All right, it's malarkey. Yeah. All right. Now, they're just desperate, the Democrats. It's a sign of desperation here. All right. Now, and there's even talk about, like, if Biden were to jump in, all right, if Biden were to jump in and actually win the Democratic nomination, right, will he choose, like, for example, will he choose, like, radical leftist Elizabeth Warren as his running mate? Okay. Yeah. I don't think I see that happening. No, I don't think I see that happening. Okay. In fact, it's just so So as this comes up, okay, and I want to make make light of this, okay, now, and I can't see it. I just don't think I can see it. Okay, Biden and Elizabeth Warren, Biden Warren, I mean, this is just the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard of. Okay, and so as things come along here, okay, we see signs of desperation in the Democratic Party, okay, because of the names and because of everything here, okay. Now, because of all of her scandals, Hillary is just too politically, I should say, challenged to even be president. Okay, and with this investigation on, Democrats are getting nervous. They're getting jittery. They're getting shaky. And I just, it's just not in the cards. It's not in the cards. Hillary Clinton. Okay. Now. Okay. Now I have another clippage. Okay. Remember when Hillary was Secretary of State? Okay. Remember when Hillary was Secretary of State? Let's see. Whoops. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Hold up.
Hackers break into financial institutions, cell phone networks, and personal email accounts. So we need successful strategies for combating these threats and more.
New Jersey.
No. Yeah. Oh, that was something else. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. But anyhow, Hillary is damaged goods. There is nothing. Her ratings are dropping. Her negatives are up. Okay, her negatives are on the rise, and she doesn't really have any positives. All right, it's a no-brainer. Okay, and she is no Bill Clinton. Okay, and now as Trump surges in the polls. Okay, now. But before I get to Trump, though, okay, and before I get to anything else, okay, I do want to bring up this Iran thing, okay. You remember the Iran deal, all right? Yeah, but guess what? Iran now has made some side arrangements. Yeah, that's right. Some side arrangements with the IAEA. All right. Apparently, Iran has. Apparently, Iran has had private meetings with the IAEA. Okay, the International. Well, anyways, they have made these little side deals with the IAEA. All right, and what's going on here is they have agreed to and I can't believe the Obama administration has ultimately let this side deal persist. Okay, but anyway, what it curtails is Iran is now going to on a specific facility that they are the ones that are going to inspect a specific facility of anything, and this is the little side deal that they've made with the IAEA. Yeah, and so what's going on here is Iran is trying to sidewind on this deal because they got what they wanted. Okay, they got what they wanted, right? And Obama gave them plenty of leeway. Okay, plenty of leeway, and now, you know, they're still chanting "Death to America." By the way, okay, and "Death to Israel." Yeah. So this whole deal is not good for us, and it's not good for Israel, our ally, our friend and ally. And then Iran turns around, goes behind closed doors, and makes this little side deal. All right? And the administration is not... And the administration is not saying that this is the downtrend. Okay, yeah, and that's right. Okay, but now before I get to Trump though, okay, I do want to get into what just happened today with the stock market. Okay, with the stock market. Okay, the stock market now has tanked over 1,000 points. Yeah, but here we go. Okay, yeah, the stock market, okay, now has tanked over 1,000 points, and okay, but and it's because of what has been going on. You know, the Iran deal that went bad, just a whole bunch of things that have popped up. Okay, and it's not good. All right, and with the stock market crashing down, all right, crashing down, okay, it wasn't a good week for the stock market. It wasn't a good week for things as things have come up here. All right, but okay, but anyhow, we have things going on as things, but anyhow, I want to get into something else though, okay, because now before I get into anything, okay, now we have Trump going down, okay, and I'm gonna we have Trump still rising in the polls. Trump is still rising in the polls. Yeah, that's right. Okay, Trump has he held his first town hall. Yeah, his first town hall in a while, and he got a lot of cheers, a lot of supporters. Okay, but Trump continues to dominate the GOP polls. Okay, yeah, and it's fascinating to watch this thing. Okay, as it unfolds here. Okay, it's fascinating to watch how Trump has just risen, and you know, and the thing that we come to get out of all of it. Okay, the thing that we come to get out of it is Trump striking a nerve. Okay, now I know, as we all know, Trump has dominated, and he was right on the immigration issue. All right, and he also now, okay, but Trump now but Trump held his first town hall, and I want to show you some of the highlights of that. Okay, I want to show you some of the highlights coming up here. Okay, and but Trump did a really good job. Okay, and I want to show you some of the highlights to that now. But now there's also talk of the on Trump's plan with immigration. You know, people have criticized it, and some people have agreed with it. Okay, but ultimately Trump wants to deport the ones that are here illegally, that and then have them come here legally. Okay, but let me show you some of the highlights of this. Yes, in fact, I'm going to show you this because and I like, but the New York Times, okay, the Washington Post, okay, but the Washington Post said okay, yeah, the Washington Post now, okay, well, here's the Washington Post here, okay, Donald Trump's immigration plan would wreak havoc on the U.S. society. All right, now, okay. So that was, yeah. So that's the Post there. Now, even CNN, okay, even CNN had a little thing, okay. CNN criticized.
Further suggest other.
CNN criticized, okay, but Donald Trump's clueless immigration plan, okay, yeah, and then on another note, the New York Times, okay, the New York Times had a critique on the Donald here. The New York Times had a critique on the Donald here, and okay, the New York Times had a critique here, which they state GOP candidates follow Trump to the bottom on immigration. Okay, and then the next one. Okay, but anyhow, the papers are all just just riled. The papers, the media are all just riled over this. All right, and I want to show you this, okay, before I get into anything more on this. But listen,
they were saying, I was watching these characters, politicians that are running against me. You can't get Mexico to pay for the wall. Of course you can. They can't, because they never would even think of it. Do you know how much Mexico is making from the United States? That's peanuts, the wall. And then they say, you can't build a wall. It's too big. It doesn't work. Well, 3,000 years ago, right, the Great Wall of China was built. We'd like to have that wall. That wall, nobody gets through. That I can tell you. In Mexico, they were complaining it doesn't work. Now, they have these walls built. And they said, well, people go over these walls with a ladder. You know how tall the wall is? It's like this. And it's not a wall. It's a little fence. And people put up a ladder that they buy at Home Depot, and they go over the wall, jump, and that's the other. And then they say, I'm talking about a wall. See that ceiling up there? Higher.
Yep. Higher. We need the wall. All right. Now, however, there was the question of the 14th Amendment. All right, and and some people are trying to, some people amongst the GOP party, okay, the Republican Party, my party, okay, like Trump, the whole debate over the 14th Amendment, okay, and whether or not people are using it, coming across the border illegally and using it just to take advantage of it, but the thing is here, okay, now the thing is here, now we've had this discussion. Now the 14th Amendment clearly states, okay, we can't get rid of the 14th Amendment, okay, the 14th Amendment clearly states that that all persons born and nationalized have that advantage of even running for president and other stuff like that. But anyhow, the 14th Amendment cannot be done away with. All right, and not be done away with. In fact, they posed a question to Governor Rick Perry on this. Okay, they posed that question, and Governor Rick Perry had the ultimate answer, the best answer, I think, on this topic here. Okay, because I was even surprised that even some of the candidates like Scott Walker were agreeing with some of Trump's plans here on immigration. But okay, now a lot of people got upset with Romney when he said mass deportation or self-deportations, but now it's like, you can't have, in fact, now I want to find that clip here, because the 14th Amendment, okay, is very important here. All right, now, but and so now we have Trump now, but and now, but Governor Rick Perry had the best answer, which is build the wall, build that wall, okay, and he is absolutely right, okay, on that issue here, okay, but build the wall, okay, put the stop them from coming here illegally. Build the border fence, put the border patrol on the border, and have E-Verify, and once that's all done, this whole discussion over the 14th Amendment is irrelevant, all right. So, and now I want to get into something else, okay. Now, Scott Walker has come up with a plan, a better healthcare plan. All right, yeah, get this, okay, and I want to play it for you. Some of his plan, which entails, okay, but Scott Walker has come up with a better healthcare plan. All right, and he was on Greta Van Susteren. He was on the record with Greta Van Susteren. Okay, and I want to play this for you. Okay.
I know you have a new health care.
Oops, hold up a second. Okay.
I should tell you my position is I really, really, really want everyone to have access to medical care who needs it. However, I think that whatever program we have ought to be able to be easily understood And I see Obamacare much like the tax code. You have to have a PhD to understand it. But frankly, yours is complicated as well, and appears to have the same some of the pitfalls in terms of understanding it that Obamacare has.
Now, ours is pretty simple. It gives patients and their families the freedom to choose their health care decisions and the freedom to choose where their money's going. If you get your health insurance from an employer, you'll continue to get it. The only difference is we think our reforms will actually see premiums go down, so that'll be good news for you and your employer. If you're someone who doesn't get health insurance from your employer, maybe you're working part-time and going to school, or maybe you're someone who just started up your own small business, we give you a tax credit. The tax credit's not based on your income. It's based simply on age, like it was before Obamacare. And it's simple. It gives you a tax credit. You get to go out and buy health insurance on the market. The government doesn't dictate that to you. And on top of that, everybody gets $1,000 to put into a health savings account if they choose to do that. And we lift the contribution limits, and we allow you to roll it over to your children and your other family members. It's a pretty simple, straightforward plan that will allow people to have affordable and accessible health care without the $1 trillion worth of a tax increase that Obamacare includes, and without having the stipulation of the federal government.
I've gone through your plan, and yes, it's simpler than Obamacare, but it's got all sorts of problems. For instance, you've got to get it past the U.S. Senate and get 60 votes. And then, of course, if you do get it past the U.S. Senate, should you be president, that's your first round. Then you've got to get it past state legislatures, because state legislatures have to okay these, because you assign much of the responsibility to state legislatures. A lot of them are not going to be able to sort of trust Washington, want a lot of things coming out of Washington. So it is actually quite complicated, in the end.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. We send it up to Congress at day one. I don't think the Senate has to have 60 votes. There's nothing in the Constitution that requires the Senate to pass anything with 60 votes. I'd say light the fire underneath the Congress by getting rid of the special treatment. They have to live with the same premium increases that the rest of America does under Obamacare. I think they'd start acting on it pretty quickly. That's why I want to act on this in day one. I'd say pass it with 51 votes, just like we do in our state legislative bodies. Get it through the Senate, get it through the House, get it passed right away. Repeal Obamacare once and for all, lock, stock, and barrel. Every part of it, even the parts that Nancy Pelosi supposedly didn't read. And then it's simple. If you get health insurance from your employer, your premiums are going to go down because of the reforms we put in here, and by repealing Obamacare, it's going to be one of the biggest tax cuts that we've had in some 40 years, probably the biggest we've had since the Reagan era. And if you don't have health insurance from your employer, it's pretty simple. You get a tax credit. You don't have to do it. You don't have to use it. That's why it's called the Day One Patient Freedom Plan, because the freedom goes back into the hands of the American people and their families.
Governor, one last question. Governor Jindal wants to debate you on this.
Okay, yeah. Anyhow, I think his plan is much better than Obamacare. All right, and under Obamacare, you've seen your premiums go up, you've seen deductibles go up. Businesses have gone out of business because of Obamacare, and they haven't hired a lot of people because of Obamacare. And taxes have gone up because of Obamacare. Okay, we need to repeal Obamacare entirely. All right. Now, and I want to get into, before I get into the phone lines though. Now, I want to get into something else. Okay, because now Trump and Jeb Bush were while Trump had his town hall down the street. Down the street was Jeb Bush. Jeb Bush was having his town hall down the street. Okay, and now we want to get into this here. All right, but anyhow, down the street. Okay, the Jeb Bush, and there was a controversy over the two of them were sounding exactly alike. Okay, the two of them were sounding exactly alike. All right, but but the two of them were sounding exactly alike. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Wait, hold up a second. Okay, but anyhow, okay, let me put this clip in. Okay, but as Trump rises in the polls, he had his town hall. I'm going to put this in my Political Point magazine's Political Points of Vision. All right, but I want to show you this. Okay, Jeb Bush and Jeb Bush and Donald Trump were actually sounding alike. There was a term that they used that the media didn't like. Okay, it was the anchor baby law. Now, now they and this was in regards to the 14th Amendment and the illegals coming here. They called it the anchor baby law. But now I want to show you Trump and right here Trump and right here it is. Okay, this and I want to show you this before I get to the phone lines. Okay, so take a look at this. Okay. Both of them were sounding exactly.
I'll use the word anchor baby. Excuse me. I'll use the word anchor baby.
Is that not bombastic language, anchor baby? Is that not bombastic language?
No, it isn't. Give me another word.
Wait. No. Okay. Now, wait. Okay, but no, I want to get deeper into that because but this has sparked outrage amongst the press. Okay. Now, but now and I definitely want to show that. Okay, but now, but I wanted to show you that. Okay, because this has gotten under the flames of the media here. Okay, now upon this though, I was like anchor baby. Okay, but here we go again. Okay, I want to show you the extent. Okay, before I get to the phone lines here. All right, but take a look. Jeb Bush and Donald Trump sounding exactly alike. Okay, on all of this. Okay, so take a listen. Okay, here it is. Okay, here it is. The media. Okay.
Are you aware that the term anchor baby, that's an offensive term? People find that.
You mean it's not politically correct and yet everybody uses it? So you know what? Give me a different term. What else would you like to say?
The American-born child of an undocumented immigrant.
Oh, you want me to say that? Okay, I said, no, I'll use the word anchor baby. Excuse me. I'll use the word anchor baby.
Governor, do you regret using the term anchor babies yesterday on the radio?
No, I didn't.
Is that not
I don't regret it.
You don't regret it?
No, do you have a better term?
I'm not. I'm asking you. A lot of folks find it offensive.
You give me a better term and I'll use it. I'm serious.
Governor.
All right.
Don't yell at me behind my ear, though.
Sorry about that.
Governor, is that not bombastic language, anchor baby? Is that not bombastic language?
No, it isn't. Give me another word.
Children born of undocumented immigrants in the U.S.
That's like that's not another word.
Okay, so let me open it up to the phone calls here. Okay, and I want to get into this little segment I like to call, okay, can we all agree? Okay, now, but I want to get into this little segment, okay, I want to get into this little segment I like to call, can we all agree? All right, and so, my friends, let's get into the phone lines, okay, and let's discuss some of this, all right? So, 272-0319, has everybody listening, okay? 272-0319, okay? What is on your political mind, all right? So, have you taken all of this in, okay? And, and what do you think of the term anchor baby? Okay, anchor baby. Okay, I tweeted it. I tweeted it. Okay, 3 times. I tweeted it right when I heard about this. This kind of made me feel, kind of excited for the debate. But anchor baby. I don't think people should take offense to that. I think Trump is absolutely right that that the problem is people are too that is political correctness. The PC crowd is just making everything politically incorrect. All right. And so the PC crowd is trying to rule our lives, telling us what we can and can't do, telling us what we can and can't say. It's just ridiculous. Leave it alone. I'll say anchor baby. I have no problems with that term. Anchor baby, anchor baby, anchor baby. It's not offensive to me. All right. And so, my friends, what do you think of everything going on in this world? Okay. Now, can we all agree that that the way things are shaping up to be have the markets tanking? They went down. They went down over 1,000 points, almost 1,000 points to just today. Okay, the stock market is tumbling. Okay, and we are on a path to self-destruction if we continue the path that we're on. All right, if we continue. Okay, now. Hello, you're on the air. What's on your political mind?
Hey, you're talking about anchor babies, correct?
Yeah, anchor baby.
That's all nice. Didn't China front us money to keep the U.S. going?
Yeah. The stock market crashed because of that.
China or here?
Well, both. And the way things are today, the economy is slow growing. It's the stock market lost 1,000 points, went down.
The stock market is not the economy, though.
I know, but that's part of the economy. Okay, investors aren't investing in what they want to invest in.
Okay, the investors aren't investing, meaning the White House. Investors, right?
No. But
okay.
the
Maybe
stasis.
They were upset at watching our telly and watching the obnoxious Donald Trump.
No. Donald Trump is not obnoxious. No.
Huh?
He's not. No, he's not obnoxious.
So
not at all.
You want like American individual on individual pull out of global economics?
Look, I don't believe we should revoke or do away with the 14th Amendment.
Okay.
But I think
I'll tell you about the first. I'll tell you about the fifth.
I think
no
look.
the
14th Amendment.
Don't forget
the 14th Amendment is one of the amendments that the Republicans worked so hard for. Okay. Strive so hard for. Okay, so we don't need to do away with the 14th Amendment because of the fact that, as Governor Perry said, that
he wants the corporations, tax-free corporations, not to pay for the insurance or to pay. Okay, so your boss is going to pay your insurance. That comes out of your paycheck.
No. Plus, if you listen to his plan, it includes personal health savings accounts. Okay, you're getting $1,000. You're getting $1,000 for your health savings account. Okay, and that's for use of your health services. Okay, and that's tax free. Okay, that's tax free, and the government cannot take that away from you. Your family can contribute to it, and your boss can contribute to it. You can contribute to it. The money that you have in that account is strictly for your health services.
Okay. The families aren't going to contribute after.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They're going to kick their kids out and say.
No. They're still going to contribute to it.
Okay. So,
they're still going to contribute to it.
What about this?
Okay.
What about you're working a job and you're
you got to make it quick because I'm running out of time.
Yeah. Have you ever worked a union job? You pay more out of your pocket towards the union to get more. It doesn't make sense. And
Yes,
then
it does.
you want the boss to pay on the corporate rations working for tax-free dollars going to pay your insurance, and then the taxes go up, and the cost of inflation for the cost of living go up, and you're getting nothing, union or non-union. It's always more and more and more.
All right, I got to wrap it up, my friend.
Global laborers paid and the global veterans security, global security.
All right, man, I got to wrap it up.
What you want is you want to detain a fence around one country. You're going to lose money if you're not going to go against the globe.
No, we're not.
Talking about Mexico kicking them out. What about the other foreigners paying
No.
us?
No. Okay, thank you for your call. Okay, we got to wrap this up. Okay, so that was can we all agree? All right, and okay, so I need to get to the last words for the night here. Okay, and so my friends, okay, so I want to get to the last words for the night. Okay, and my last words are. Okay, now, recently, two former presidents, a Republican and a Democrat, got together to discuss challenges of leadership. Okay, former President George W. Bush and former President Bill Clinton, and actually, in a lot of their discussion, they talked about the possibility of another Bush versus another Clinton. Okay, so Bush, Clinton discuss Bush versus Clinton. All right, and it was interesting. Okay, because Clinton mentioned that Bush loves his brother, and Clinton and he loves Hillary, and and Clinton said if they win their respective presidential nominees, he's going to vote for his brother, or referring to Bush, and obviously Bill Clinton's going to vote for Hillary, but. In all of this, in their discussions, they said, regardless of politics, we will still be friends. Okay? And so that is the last words for the night, my friends. Okay? We thank you for watching Political Point Magazine. Okay? Where the right is right, and the left is always on the wrong side of history. Alright? Alright. Follow me on Twitter at WilliamMitro2. And catch me on YouTube.